Welcome back to Park and Post. Today, we've got an exciting video lined up for you. We're diving into the top 20 essential tips every international traveler should know before heading to the airport. Whether you're a seasoned flyer or gearing up for your first overseas adventure, these tips will make your journey smoother and more enjoyable. So fasten your seatbelts and let's take off. Tip number 1, folks. Always arrive early for international flights. Arriving early at the airport is crucial for international travel. For instance, if you're flying from JFK Airport in New York to Charles de Gaulle in Paris, arriving at least 3 hours before your flight gives you enough time to navigate check-in, security checks, and any unexpected delays. This is particularly important during peak travel seasons or at large, busy airports where queues can be longer. Early arrival also allows for some buffer time in case of traffic delays or complications at check-in counters. Moreover, arriving early can provide a more relaxed start to your journey. You'll have time to explore airport amenities, grab a meal, or shop duty-free without rushing. It also gives you the opportunity to address any last-minute issues, such as seat changes or baggage problems, without the stress of missing your flight. Know your terminal and gate. Lost in an airport? No thanks. Tip 2 is about knowing your terminal and gate beforehand. Airports can be huge, and trust me, you don't want to be running across terminals last minute. International airports can be sprawling and complex, with multiple terminals and gates. Knowing your terminal and gate before arriving at the airport is essential. For example, a traveler at Los Angeles International Airport, LAX, with a flight departing from Terminal 6 should know the best way to reach it, considering LAX's size and traffic. Most airlines provide this information via their website, mobile app, or on your boarding pass. Familiarize yourself with airport maps available online or in airport apps. This can save you valuable time and reduce stress, especially in airports where changing terminals might involve shuttles or lengthy walks. Being informed about your terminal and gate location avoids last-minute rushes and the risk of missing your flight. Review baggage allowance. Nobody likes paying extra for luggage. Always check your airline's baggage policy to avoid those pesky fees. Understanding your airline's baggage policy is crucial to avoid unexpected fees or repacking at the airport. Each airline has its own rules regarding the size, weight, and number of allowed baggage pieces. For instance, a passenger flying with Emirates might have a different allowance compared to someone flying with Ryanair. Excess baggage fees can be costly, and in some cases, airlines may not be able to accommodate oversized or overweight luggage. Check the specific dimensions and weight limits for both checked and carry-on luggage. It's also wise to weigh your bags before leaving for the airport. This is especially important for travelers with connecting flights on different carriers, as baggage policies may vary between airlines. Secure your luggage. Security is key. Use TSA-approved locks and consider luggage wrapping for that extra peace of mind. Ever seen a bag wrapped in plastic? That could be yours, keeping your belongings safe and sound. Securing your luggage is vital for its safety and to prevent tampering. Using TSA-approved locks is advisable as they allow security agents to inspect your luggage without breaking the locks. Additionally, consider using luggage straps and name tags for easy identification. In a real-life scenario, a passenger at Dubai International Airport could have their bag easily identified and secured against opening during the busy transit process. Bag wrapping services, available at many airports, add an extra layer of security and protect your luggage from damage or theft. This can be particularly useful for travelers carrying expensive or fragile items. Remember that while these measures enhance security, they are not foolproof, so valuable items should ideally be kept in carry-on luggage. Tip number 5. Keep your passport, visa, and boarding pass handy. You'll be showing these more than your holiday pics. A travel wallet can be a real game changer here. keeping your travel documents accessible is essential for a smooth airport experience. This means having your passport, visa, if required, and boarding pass within easy reach. For example, while navigating through Frankfurt Airport, one of Europe's busiest hubs, you'll be required to show these documents multiple times. A passport holder or travel wallet can be very handy for organizing these important documents. This practice not only speeds up the process at check-in counters and security checkpoints, but also reduces the risk of misplacing vital documents. In situations where you're required to fill out arrival or customs forms, having your passport and other relevant information readily available simplifies the process and avoids holding up lines. Stay hydrated. Remember liquids restrictions. Staying hydrated is important, but remember the 100 milliliters rule for liquids. Bring an empty water bottle and refill it after security. Staying hydrated during travel is important, but remember the restrictions on carrying liquids through airport security. The standard rule allows liquids in containers of no more than 100 milliliters or 3.4 ounces, and they must fit in a single, quart-sized, clear, zip-top bag. For instance, a traveler at Tokyo's Narita Airport would need to ensure their water bottle is empty before security and refill it afterwards at a water fountain or cafe within the terminal. Many airports now have water refill stations after security, allowing you to bring an empty reusable bottle and fill it up once you've passed through. This is not only convenient but also environmentally friendly. Keeping hydrated, especially during long-haul flights, is crucial for your overall health and well-being. Dress comfortably for temperature changes. Layers, layers, layers. Airports and planes can feel like different climates. Dressing in layers means you're prepared for anything, from a chilly flight to a warm airport. Dressing in layers is a wise choice for air travel, as it allows you to adjust to varying temperatures in airports and airplanes. For instance, a flight from a hot climate like Miami to a colder destination like Reykjavik will experience significant temperature shifts. Comfortable clothing also makes it easier to rest or sleep during long flights. Additionally, wearing shoes that are easy to remove can speed up the security process, as some airports require shoe removal during screening. Opt for comfortable slip-on shoes and avoid wearing belts or excessive jewelry that might set off metal detectors and require additional screening. Be aware of duty-free restrictions. Do you love shopping duty-free? Who doesn't? But remember, there are customs limits when you land. Check these before going wild in the duty-free zone. Purchasing items from duty-free shops can be tempting, but it's important to be aware of the customs regulations and allowances of your destination country. For instance, a traveler buying alcohol or tobacco at Singapore's Changi Airport needs to know the duty-free limits of their home country to avoid fines or confiscation upon arrival. It's also important to consider your connecting flights. If you have a layover, especially in a different country, you may need to pass through security again, and the duty-free items could exceed the liquid restrictions if not packed in sealed, tamper-evident bags. Use Airport Wi-Fi safely. Need to connect to Wi-Fi? Sure, but stay safe. Use a VPN if you can, and avoid accessing sensitive information on Airport Wi-Fi. Better safe than sorry. While using the airport's Wi-Fi is convenient, it's important to do so safely. Public Wi-Fi networks can be vulnerable to security breaches, exposing your personal information to risks. For example, a traveler checking emails at Heathrow Airport should avoid accessing sensitive information like bank accounts or using websites that aren't secure. Look for HTTPS in the URL. To enhance security, consider using a virtual private network, VPN, when accessing public Wi-Fi. This encrypts your data, making it much harder for hackers to access. Also, ensure that your device's security settings are up to date before your trip. Before we move on, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude. If you're new to our channel, Please subscribe and click the bell to be notified of our latest travel tips, and share this information with your friends and family. But let's get back to the topic. 20 essential tips every international traveler should know before heading to the airport. Monitor flight information displays. Keep an eye on those flight displays. Gate changes and delays are common, and you don't want to miss any important updates. Keeping an eye on flight information displays is essential, especially in large international airports where last-minute gate changes are common. For example, at Amsterdam's Schiphol Airport, gate information might change, or there might be updates regarding your flight status. Staying alert to these changes helps ensure you're in the right place at the right time. This is particularly important if you're in a lounge or dining area away from your designated gate. Regularly check the nearest display screens or use the airport's mobile app, which often provides real-time updates on flight information. Are you well prepared and ready for security checks? Have your electronics and liquids within easy reach. A smooth passage through security means more time to chill before your flight. Being prepared for security checks can significantly expedite your process through the airport. This means having your liquids in the correct bag, electronics easily accessible for screening, and metal items like keys or coins in a tray. A traveler at JFK Airport, for example, who has their laptop and liquids ready to be screened separately, will move through security much faster than someone who is unprepared. Additionally, wearing easily removable outerwear and shoes and emptying pockets ahead of time can speed up your passage through metal detectors or body scanners. Being efficient and organized at security not only benefits you, but also helps maintain a smooth flow for all passengers. Know the boarding process. Every airline boards differently. Some board by zones, others by seat rows. Stay alert and know when it's your turn to avoid the boarding rush. Understanding your airline's boarding process can make the boarding experience much smoother. Different airlines have different boarding procedures, often based on seat rows or groups. For instance, a passenger flying with Delta Airlines might experience a different boarding process than someone flying with Lufthansa. Familiarize yourself with the airline's boarding protocol, which is usually announced or displayed in the gate area. Pay attention to the boarding announcements and be ready to board when your group or row is called. Some airlines offer priority boarding for an additional fee for families with small children, or frequent flyers, which can be a convenient option for those who prefer to board the plane earlier. Tip 13. Get some local currency, but maybe not too much at the airport where rates can be high. Just enough for a cab ride or a snack when you land. While it's often more economical to exchange currency outside of the airport, having some local currency for immediate needs upon arrival is useful. For example, a traveler arriving at Tokyo's Narita Airport might need cash for transportation or small purchases, as Japan is more cash-oriented than other countries. Exchange a small amount at the airport, then find a local bank or currency exchange for better rates. Be aware of the exchange rates and fees when exchanging money at the airport. Currency exchange counters at airports typically have higher fees and less favorable rates compared to those in the city or your bank. Consider lounge access for long layovers. Do you have a long layover? Airport lounges can be a haven. They offer comfort, food, and sometimes even showers. Worth considering for a more pleasant wait. For travelers facing long layovers or delays, airport lounges offer a comfortable and quiet environment away from the busy terminal. For instance, a business traveler with a 6-hour layover at Dubai International Airport could benefit from the amenities of an airport lounge, such as Wi-Fi, food, and showers. Access to lounges can be gained through various means, such as frequent flyer status, business class tickets, or day passes. Additionally, lounges can provide a space to work or relax, which can be especially valuable for business travelers or those needing to recharge before a long flight. Lounges vary in terms of facilities and comfort, so it's worth checking what's available at your airport and whether the cost of access provides value for your needs. Stay informed about layover requirements. Got a layover? Know what it entails. You might need to go through security again or even collect and recheck your luggage, depending on where you are. If your journey includes a layover, it's important to know the specific requirements at the transit airport. For example, during a layover at Frankfurt Airport, you may need to go through additional security checks or passport control, depending on your next destination. Understanding these requirements can help you plan your layover time effectively and avoid any last-minute rushes to your connecting flight. Additionally, in some cases, you might need to collect your checked luggage and check it in again, especially if you're changing airlines. Familiarize yourself with the airport's layout and transfer processes, and don't hesitate to ask airline staff for guidance if you're unsure about where to go or what to do during your layover. Be prepared for in-flight comfort. In-flight comfort is a must, especially for those long journeys. Pack a neck pillow, some earplugs, maybe an eye mask. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Ensuring your comfort during the flight is crucial, particularly for long-haul journeys. Packing items like a neck pillow, earplugs, or an eye mask in your carry-on can make a significant difference in your ability to rest. For instance, a passenger on a 12-hour flight from Los Angeles to Sydney might find that these small comforts allow for better sleep and a more enjoyable flight experience. Consider also bringing a light blanket or wearing comfortable, loose clothing for the flight. Airplane cabins can fluctuate in temperature, and being able to adjust your layers for comfort is a small but important aspect of a pleasant flight. Charge your devices. A dead phone or laptop is no fun. Charge your devices fully before boarding and maybe carry a power bank. It's a lifesaver during delays. Ensuring that your electronic devices are fully charged before you board is crucial, especially if you plan to use them for entertainment or work during the flight. Many airports now offer charging stations, but they can be in high demand. A traveler at Singapore Changi Airport, for example, would find multiple charging stations, but they might be occupied during peak times. Carrying a portable charger or power bank is a good backup plan. This ensures that you have access to your phone, tablet, or laptop throughout your journey, especially in case of delays or if onboard charging options are limited or unavailable. Have a plan for arrival at your destination. Landing in a new country can be overwhelming. Have a plan for how you'll get from the airport to your accommodation. It'll save you stress and time. Arriving in a new country can be disorienting, so having a plan for when you land is important. Research the best transportation options from the airport to your accommodation beforehand. For example, a traveler landing at Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris should know whether to take a taxi, train, or bus to their destination, including the cost and where to find these services at the airport. It's also wise to have the address and contact information of your accommodation readily available, either printed out or saved offline on your phone. This is particularly useful in countries where you might not have immediate access to mobile data or Wi-Fi. Relax and be patient. Air travel can be stressful, but a calm and positive attitude goes a long way. Remember, you're on your way to an adventure. Navigating through an international airport can be a complex and sometimes frustrating experience. Delays, long lines, and unexpected changes are common, so maintaining a relaxed and patient attitude is key. For instance, a traveler experiencing a delayed flight at JFK Airport can use this time to read, listen to music, or simply rest, turning a potentially stressful situation into an opportunity for relaxation. Remember that airport staff are there to assist you, and being polite and understanding can often lead to better service and a more pleasant experience. Travel often involves unpredictability, so embracing flexibility and a positive mindset can significantly enhance your journey. Okay, now, are you looking for last-minute deals? Would you like to save big on flights from your city with discounts ranging from 40 to 90% off? Let us assist you in booking your dream trip. We provide various discounts and savings options to our valued customers. Join our free newsletter and become a friend of Park and Post. By signing up, you'll receive exclusive offers and updates. Click the link below to join our newsletter and start enjoying the benefits today. And finally, tip number 20. Don't forget your vaccinations. Depending on your destination, some might be mandatory. Check in advance and protect your health. And that's a wrap on our top 20 airport tips for international travelers. I hope these tips make your next journey smoother and more enjoyable. If you've got any airport hacks of your own, drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Park and Post for more travel insights. Safe travels and see you in the next video.